Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to another episode, another show, another real transparent. This is the dinner table.
The dinner table.
With Q and She.
Oh, you said it right.
I said it right this time,
You
right?
did.
Man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Every Thursday we're here right here at 7 p.m. It goes down. We get it in. We talk about, if you missed the last two shows, we want y'all to go back and we want y'all to tap into the last two shows. They were real transparent and really good. So
yes.
Yeah, we had a great time.
We did.
So once again, back in, it's the credible Thursday. She, what's happening? What you got going on? I ain't talked to you in a week almost.
I know. It's been a minute. Oh, I saw you Saturday.
Where?
Oh my goodness! Well,
oh
my gosh!
Yeah. That was your birthday party.
That was my birthday gathering. I didn't have a party, but I want to get a shout out since we're talking about it. I want to give a shout out to the Vibe. If you guys want to check out a cool, nice hookah bar, go check out the Vibe in Southwest Detroit. Black owned. The Vibe is wonderful, and we were outside on the patio. The night was beautiful, and we just enjoyed. So thank everybody that came out. Definitely go support the Vibe. I think they open every night, so check them out. The ambiance is nice, the music. They have poetry night. They have open mic. They have a lot of things that go on there. So make sure y'all check out the Vibe.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We came in there. They had food.
Yes,
food.
Shout out to Dom. She was my caterer. She catered the food for that night. So shout out to Dom.
Yeah, that was good, man. You had a good air. And, man, you got all these concerts coming up. I missed Mesa last night.
Oh, I wanted to see her,
I heard I love Mesa.
She always gives a great
I got a chance
concert.
to see Erykah Badu.
Oh, yeah,
she did her thing.
And you know what? I want to thank you because after the concert was Saturday night, and Q came and supported me and hung out with me for my birthday. He called me and was like, I'm on the way. And where were you coming from?
I was coming from 2 tickets from the police stopped me twice trying to get to you because I was speeding.
That's not true.
That's what I was coming from.
But he was coming from a long way.
I was coming from 17 miles and something.
Yeah, he 17 miles and something. But he got there and he came and hung out with me for the duration of my birthday. So thank you.
Come on, you my sis, man. This is the dinner table. This is Q and She. Come on now.
Yes.
I almost missed it now.
Made it. I was working.
But no problem. It's nothing like having great people, good friends, and supporting one another. So thank you. I appreciate you.
She, what's on the dinner table? What we talking about before we get? Well, first of all, let me give you a little teaser real quick, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. Before I get into, I got an intro for him though. You understand what I'm saying? Like we need the drum rolls and all that good stuff when I introduce him, man. So, but. Special guest so stay with us. You know what I'm saying? You want to see this interview, we're going to talk about it. You understand? So what you got on the dinner table? What's the plate? What's
let's talk about the Met Gala. We want to talk about the fashion because everybody, I even posted pictures of people. I love fashion. That's what I'm into. That I'm a wardrobe stylist and I have a lot of different clients that I style for. So I like to see how the people put things together. Who was their stylist? Who was the designer? So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to so many people. Mary J. Blige killed it. She looked like a golden goddess. Rihanna, I liked her look. A lot of people didn't like it. Kanye and Kim, that would be something that I would wear. They was in all black. They didn't even show their faces. I thought that was cool.
That's Kanye.
Yes, that's Kanye all the way. And there was so many different people. So, that's the night that they come out, they dress. It's a fundraiser. And I always look at I don't even watch awards, but I look at the red carpet because that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I was meant to. So I like to see people dress. Tracy Ellis Ross, a lot of people didn't like what she had on, but she had a theme behind her hair and her outfit, and she looked nice to me. So, she was the worst dressed to some people. Yeah.
Wow. But listen, I want to give a shout out to Versus yesterday.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't. I'm not about to watch. It was Fat Joe versus Ja Rule.
It was awesome.
They saying that it wasn't going to be a good show, but it ended up being the most viewed Versus with 1.9 million viewers.
Really? I didn't know that. It was great.
Second is Ashanti and
Lil Mo?
No,
Ashanti and
Keisha Cole.
Really? That was a second?
I didn't know that.
What about Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers?
I mean, Keisha Cole and them had 1.8.
Wow.
So yeah. But the thing about it is
J-Lo. Yeah.
Everybody thought that Fat Joe was just gonna get blown out the water, man. Fat Joe, I forgot so many hits that he had. Hits. You understand what I'm saying? But Ja Rule had those hits.
Man, didn't he? But you know what? I know it's a competition, but I don't look at it as a competition. They all had great music. I look at it as the platform for their music to be displayed, the different artists. So that was a great verses. I enjoyed it. Ja Rule and Fat Joe sung songs that I forgot about, and I was like, oh, that was the jam. That was so. Yes, it was great.
They did their thing with the rumors. Rumors have it that Kanye versus Drake.
I heard that.
I want to give a shout out to Kanye West album. You don't think it's gonna happen?
I don't think that's gonna happen as well.
That would break the internet.
Well, I want one with Jay-Z. I don't know who.
Jay-Z not doing it.
I don't, but Jay-Z he has so many hits.
Jay-Z not doing it.
I think he might end up doing it.
I think so too. I think
it's gonna be Jay-Z versus Jay-Z.
I think it's gonna be.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be unexpected verses.
Yes, I think he gonna.
Like they ain't gonna never say nothing, and then they just gonna announce it like the day before, like Jay-Z and somebody.
I have a feeling. I feel the same way. I feel Jay-Z is gonna come through and do that. So who knows?
That's why.
Who knows?
Why? Because it's like.
I think
you gotta have that mystique. He keeps that mystique. That's why you don't see him alive.
He really can do it by himself.
He really can. He don't even need nobody else. And then Jadakiss came out. I love Jadakiss. He came out at the end.
They can do it with him just like they did D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I like Son. We call him Son. That's I've been rocking with him since Live at the Barbecue, so I call him Son. That's Nas. That's my man.
Oh yeah,
the best they ever do.
I would love to see both of them.
The best. I got my tickets too. I got my tickets November 20th.
I meant to tell you that he was coming. I should have known you.
Yeah, I'm already on it. So, but yeah, that and then real quick before we get off into our interview, I want to talk about Russell Westbrook wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like I really don't understand it. Now, is that fashion? Or what is, I don't understand. What do you think? Because he's married with kids. So, but wearing a dress, I know his fashion is kind of outlandish. It's out there, you know what I mean? But this is the first time I think I've seen wearing an actual skirt. Had pleats in it, and he had the boots on, and he looked real. Like that's not something I would put on. I'll just say that. What you think? You're fashion.
I like a guy to be edgy. You want to get outside of the norm, a regular suit or tux. I get that, but some things I just don't agree with. And that's one of them. That look, I didn't like it, and to me, it's borderline.
Say it. We transparent. Now
it's borderline. Like, what is it? That's like me putting on a tuxedo and.
No. Because women that wear tuxedos.
But they do, but I'm a woman. I want to wear a dress. Yes, but I don't know. I just think a dress, a skirt, I don't agree with the man wearing. I never like when men, even in Hollywood, they dress up like a woman to play a role. I don't care for it. I like a man to be a man. I like a man's man. And, I like you to be edgy, stylish, but you have to have some boundaries with it. And I just didn't agree with that. And as his wife, I just like, you're not doing that. You're not doing it. And we're done.
It's a little bit crazy, man. And one more thing before we get into it, man. I got to talk about my Lions, man. My Lions, they lost, but they had a great comeback. Mm-hmm. The first half, they was went through an interception. They was just going everywhere. But I will be at L.A. to see the Lions play the Rams.
Oh, that's what's up.
The 25th, I think it is.
This month?
Yeah, October.
I hope Stafford whoop their ass.
I hope he do, too.
I really am a huge, I'm not a fair weather type of person. I'm going to stick with you, good or bad. And I am a Lions fan tomorrow. Wait till they win the Super Bowl, and they will. I might not live to see it, but they will. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
One day, LA Rams to be
they will. I don't know if maybe my grandkids will see it. Who knows?
I mean, that would be great.
I'm going to be very optimistic.
It definitely ain't happening no time.
I'm going to be very optimistic, and it will happen. Y'all remember this day when Sheila said the Lions will win the Super Bowl. I don't know when. I cannot predict.
I hope Stafford whoop their ass.
I do too, man. I really do. He looked good last week against I forgot who we played. He looked good, man.
Because everybody kept blaming Stafford like he was the reason that we was losing.
Absolutely
and I'm like, dog, it's not on him.
No, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? And now he gone, and they about to see that it wasn't him. And all the people that was hating on Stafford, like he overrated. He only did this because he had Calvin. But then when Calvin retired, he was still putting up numbers.
Wow.
He's putting up numbers.
We missed the playoffs by one game, 1 year. We had a good coach with Caldwell that we could have built with, and they shipped him out of here to give us a scrub that didn't have no coaching experience, and you expected Stafford to save the day.
With no line.
Right. With an offensive line that was terrible. Well, he was like the third most sacked quarterback.
Man, 1 year he got sacked. I think 54 times.
It's like Yeah, we lucky he made it through the season.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Well,
just
I'm gonna roll with
ridiculous.
them.
And not to say Stafford is like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or nothing, but he was the best QB that we ever drafted.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you just ship him off like. I mean, I kind of get it now because at this point he done been in the league 12 years, and you're like, well,
save him.
We know we rebuilding again. We bringing a whole new, staff in and everything. But I'm just like, yo, y'all. I was like, y'all had Barry and Calvin retire on y'all at the peak of their primes, and then you ship off the best QB.
Man, listen, long as you filling those seats, the Fords, that's what they want. Fill those seats. Long as you filling those seats, they're not.
And the Lions keep selling all these damn season tickets
because they have loyal fans, and I'm one of them. So
you got season tickets?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so you don't count.
I know.
We talk. They make the bulk of their money off of tickets come from the season ticket.
You're right, they do.
And the ones that rent out all them damn suites around that boy, and they corporate cronies that buy all them joints up. That's what they making the money.
Oh, you're right. That's where they're making the money. I agree.
They don't care about nobody else. Everybody else just coming to the game because they just open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to do on Sunday in Detroit.
It's crazy, whatever.
Well, I'm rooting for the Lions.
They gonna do their thing, man.
They gonna do their thing.
They gonna break our heart.
They're gonna shock the world.
They gonna break our heart.
I like our new coach though. I mean, he got some growing pains he gonna go through, but I just like his vibe. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, they gonna be all right, man. They gonna be all right. Well. Let's get into this interview. We got one of the premier, should I say, writer, producer, director, filmmaker. Man, from Dead Wrong to Project 313 to Winners, the Users. I want to say,
man, the Users
Fakers.
is my shit, bro.
No,
Okay, was not me.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So you got that, and then the latest film he has coming out is called Dimes the Movie. That'll be premiere October 29th at Bel Air. Is it Bel Air? Bel Air. That's the premiere red carpet. I got my tickets already. You understand what I'm saying? And
it's gonna be a good one.
Man, listen. This guy here, man, been putting in work. I had the opportunity to work with this young man. I mean, and then slated later on in the year, he has the movie Melanin coming out, which I had the opportunity to pop in and pop out. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, man. And shot videos for the likes of K-John and a whole list of others. Not to mention, he filmed my incredible scene in Asbury Park, what I just posted. You understand? Where I say, I'm still a hood nigga.
Yeah.
And if any hood nigga whose son is a hood nigga is a failure as a father, that ain't gonna be me. He filmed that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my moment. That was my moment, man. So listen, and this is the only guy that I know that has I don't know if I'm saying it right. I want to say 3 Hill automobile. It's called Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, listen. You see him, he be parked. Man, look, we be at the premieres. He be parked up sitting there just chilling. Man, come on now.
He sleeping that much.
Oh man. Listen, if you don't know who I'm talking about the man, the mystique, the man, this guy right here, man. I won't even box him in and say one of the best filmmakers in Detroit or Midwest. I would say the world, because the world is looking at his projects. So I have to put that there, man, because this guy here, man, he doing his thing, man. So I'd like to introduce my man, Mr. Darren Brown, to the dinner table.
Hey, dinner table.
Yes.
What's happening, y'all? What's going on, Bug, man? Everything good?
Thank you for joining us this evening.
No problem, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know I ain't did interviews, man. When I'm not working or doing a film, man, I'm usually at home with the fam. So this is my first interview in I don't know how long, man.
Wow.
I got a ton of other interviews, man, but this is my first one, and before COVID, I would say.
Wow. Man. Well, thank you for taking the time out to come interview with us.
No problem.
And we have to say congratulations to you. We had a show before the show, honestly. Right. We talked to him one-on-one about relationships and marriage, and he just recently got married. So congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes. Thank y'all.
Congratulations.
I'm loving it. My husband, loving my family. It just gives you a different type of motivation when you go ahead and involve yourself and take the responsibility of a family, a wife, and kids and everything. So right now I'm in very good space, and I plan on staying here.
There it is.
That's what's up.
Yep.
He don't know that he's gonna be back when we talking about
right. We're talking about. Cause let me tell y'all something. He was talking so well, talking very knowledgeable about just relationship, and it was real. It was authentic. You can tell just the genuineness of it, and I like people like that. Just keep it real, keep it 100. Let's talk about it. Relationships and marriage, and it is a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's what we make, and we talked about talking and compromising. So yes, we talked about divorce a couple of times. We're gonna talk about marriage because it is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to have you back. You must spend some knowledge. You hear me?
You know what? And you know what? Just like everybody on Facebook and they give relationship advice. I don't never think I was ever qualified to give that type of advice because I wasn't married. And people like to talk and people like to so relationship advice just wasn't my thing.
Right.
But now I have a story to tell. So now my conversation is a whole lot different, and it's just a whole lot more for me to say about it. But before, I always tell people, man, sometimes people speak out of turn, and I don't never want to be in a room or in a situation where I'm speaking out of turn because the more you say, the more people look at you like, yo, you're not even qualified for this. You know what I'm saying? So I never spoke about relationships and marriage and things like that because I never was in a marriage to even speak on it, give that type of advice or anything. But now that I am, even though I'm fresh, I felt like I was in that position a long time. Now I can tell my story. You know what I mean?
Love it.
It's crazy that you say that because I was listening to 50 Cent's book, right, the audio, and he spoke on that. He spoke on when you're in a room and you're afraid to speak and you have knowledge, you may miss that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But then he said when you speak too much, you lose like power, you lose attention. People looking at you, keep raising your hand, you keep looking, you keep talking, and you don't know what you're talking about.
You're not reading the room properly, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have the ability to read the room reads you.
That's right.
And you don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of situations where, I have a knowledge and I can say a lot of things, but I haven't positioned myself for people to even listen. You know what I'm saying? Even now, you know what I'm saying? Like, people look at me and they want me to talk. And, of course, I talk because, being in Detroit, I've made a name. But, I mean, when I go out of town and, I'm there to listen. I don't care what's going on. Like, I'm there to listen until somebody gives me the opportunity to talk. And I don't mind it because I'm comfortable in my skin and what I'm doing. Yeah. So, when I go into a room, the thing that I tell myself is not whether these people are like me, but whether I like those people. So that keeps me grounded in rooms full of people that's more intelligent than me in that particular situation. You know what I'm saying? It allows me to listen. It allows me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, allows me the opportunity to listen but also be heard because people say you hear what you got to say, and then when I say what I got to say, just make it impactful. You know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to try. Just know that you have done the same thing those individuals have done as well. Right. So, just be comfortable in the space.
I love it. And I like how you said don't speak out of turn because sometimes you can say too much and just assess the room, get a vibe, get a feel, and speak.
And some people feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've told people plenty of times, hey, you speaking out of turn. And don't get me wrong, it's not a disrespectful thing. I'm not trying to sun you because I've spoken out of turn before. You know what I'm saying? And we do it a lot on Facebook. Like, I've been on posts and said things and be like, yo, this ain't for you. I'm sorry. Right. Let me erase my comment and step back. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in my Facebooking mode. But, and people get offended by that. But you got to realize, man, that's a lesson learned when you speak out of turn. Yeah. Oh, obviously I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? People feel like when somebody of your age tell you or reprimand you about something, that's your opportunity to show them how big of a man or, how you're a bad bitch or you don't want to be disrespected. But it's not that. It's always because we have to respect somebody in our life.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
and
know
digest
what I'm saying?
it.
Yeah,
you know, take it in and
definitely.
You know, take it in, digest it, and dwell on it. Look where you can change. You know, I always look at somebody come at me constructive criticism. I love it. Tell me about myself, so that way I can look at myself and I can be like, all right, you know, you were right. And I know when somebody is speaking the truth and love and they coming in from a genuine place.
Right. But you know, sometimes we just all young bulls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't want. No, we got to show our dominance.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't tell a person that, man. But me, I've been there, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, so I can see that, and I can still see the promise in a young bull.
Yeah.
That's in, you know what I'm saying? That's in the China shop tearing up everything, and you know, after a while, you got to be like, you're gonna get tired, man.
Yeah.
You're tired of breaking shit. So when you tired of breaking shit, then you can come and come chill. You know what I mean?
It's so crazy
true.
when you can go through what you go through, man, and then just in life in general, and you can actually see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like for me, music. You know, I love music. I love lyrics and stuff like that. When you can just see, it make it that much better because a lot of times we are our own enemy. We're in our own way.
Oh, we
when we
definitely
step out our own way. And
most of the times, Q, we're in our own way.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Even when we don't know it, because it's second nature. You don't even know it.
I still sometimes can be in my own way.
Yeah.
And I have to be humble enough to release that energy, release that because people expect me when I'm doing my thing, people expect me to be the say end all to everything that's going on with the film. And it's like, no, I'm not. I hire my own bosses.
Say that again.
I hire my own bosses.
That's man.
I hire people to tell me what to do.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? Because I need that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really need that. I don't want to micromanage. I don't want to tell you I'm not there. I mean, I don't care to be that. What I care is about the overall progress of this particular project that I'm doing. And, you know, me being the boss is not going to pull it through.
That's
Us
right.
working together is going to pull it through. So, you know, when I'm doing films and stuff, people send me my schedule. You know, I don't tell them what days I can work and when I can't do certain things. They send me my schedule. And, you know, I'm blessed enough to have a family that works around that. So, you know, when they send me the schedule, they say, Darren, you working from 9 to 9.
See.
And I say, okay. Wow. And one of the things is when I go into these films, I have a commitment to not let the people that's working with me down. Like, we're working on this together. I can't have you outwork me, but I can't let you down. So therefore, I have to work just as hard as you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Because I don't want to waste your time.
Right.
You don't come on here. You come on here to work. You come on here to learn. You come on here to get paid. But I don't want to waste your time in this situation.
Right.
So you got to walk away with something. Everybody, when we do a movie, the people that we go in with, we leave out with. So.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, how long have you been writing and producing?
42, probably about 20 years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What was your first film?
My first film, the first film that I'm known for is Project 313.
Project 313.
The first film that I done was a film called In Love with Lust. I was a young kid, wrote a love story. You know, when you 20 something years old, got a whole bunch of girlfriends, you think you know what it is. It was a modest one. It was, you know, it was a modest joint. And I did that with some familiar faces, Rocky and Janaea Black. Just before Janaea was actually doing film and Rocky was really full into film. So we partnered up when we did that film, and that's in the vault. And and then we did Project 313. Which was like my huge hit. It was a classic film in Detroit, and you know, that was one that really lit the fire of everybody saying, "Yo, Darren!" And we were the first ones to like get a distribution deal in Detroit.
Nice.
We were the first ones to do a lot with that particular film, and you know, aside from other people who've done it, like Donnie Armstrong did 5K1 and things like that, like we were all on the level of, you know, first starting. This when independent was in its infancy. This when you bought a camera and you just tried everything out. You didn't know how the Hollywood was doing it. You just hoped that you did it like Hollywood.
Right.
You know, and we didn't know anything about call sheets. We just called everybody and said, meet us here. We're about to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, meet us here. We're going to be doing this until we done.
Right.
If somebody had a script and said, okay, y'all learn y'all lines, y'all bring y'all scripts. We're about to go ahead. We go shoot this until we finish. No extra lights, no nothing. We ain't know nothing about second AD, gaffer, nothing like that. We just knew we need to see your face on camera, and that was good enough.
Right. Now, at what age? When did you know that this is what you want to do? You wanted to be a director, do film. When did you know that?
I knew that in high school.
Really?
I actually knew it in high school, and I'm gonna tell you the funny story. So I had a friend, and this is a crazy how I started. I had a friend. He was like, "Hey, man, I wrote a screenplay." And I was like, "You wrote a screenplay?" Shit, nigga, if you can write a screenplay, I know I can write a screenplay. So I say, you know how people be like, "Man, shit, you motivated me. Don't always take that as a compliment."
That could be right.
It was like,
if you can do it, I can do it.
Your dumb ass right. And I know I can kill the game. So I wrote my first script, which was that. And after that, it wasn't really even about being a script writer or director. It was really just about how do I hustle or work hard enough in order to complete this film by any means. It wasn't about I want to be a director. Shit, I didn't know who else was shooting films. Right. I didn't know. We was young black kids in the black community, and you want to be a movie director? Get out of here. We don't even know no movie directors. We don't even see any. I guess end all or any success from somebody doing a movie. Why you want to do that?
Right.
Now we see niggas in the street selling drugs, and we see the success of that. Mm-hmm. So that's what we want to be. We see what basketball players get when they make it to the pinnacle. That's what we want to be. Mm-hmm. So now we're embarking into this age where people are seeing success in film. Mm-hmm. And it's like, now that's what I want to do.
Right.
Because before, it was no glory in doing this shit. It wasn't. It just was no glory. Like, we were so far removed from L.A. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit, there was movie stars.
Yeah.
They had billions of dollars. So we knew, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And
for you to want to do this, it's just such an off a beaten path type of situation. Why you want to do that? You need to be doing something else. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get that. My mother and my father, they were just so. They just knew I was the kid that was gonna do, and everybody in my life knew I was a kid that was just gonna do whatever he wanted to do. There wasn't no talking him out of it. It wasn't. That was what he was doing. No matter how much fun was made of me, or I grew up on 7 Mile, so just imagine. You from 7 Mile, and you corny. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that, but it was just kind of like you doing something different,
right?
To the point where they were like, "Oh no, he doing something different." Now it's like, "Oh no, that's Darren.
Right?
No, he doing that." You know what I'm saying? But man, you just didn't know how to do it. So it just all started with me wanting to do something, and then learning that wasn't good enough. You had to build relationships.
Right.
You had to do other things and just figure that you're gonna write a film and just make it. You had to do way more than that.
Wow.
Wow. You have what's the hardest thing to accomplish when shooting a movie?
The hardest thing to accomplish is keeping people on the same page.
I knew he was gonna say that.
That's it, man.
That's what
because man, listen, man, directing the film ain't about looking at a screen and getting the best vision. Yeah. It's about managing all the people who know what they know how to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about getting the proper people. It's like going out there and just picking the proper people in order to make this happen and make this work. Because we all know, like, no matter how much money goes into a film, the shit can fall apart at any time because of mismanagement. So for me, when I go into it, I make sure, and I'm still learning how to continuously make films, churn them out, give the quality that people expect, and continue to work with the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, I was at where was I at? I forget. Oh, well, I wasn't anywhere. Somebody told me. So Quentin Tarantino, he has the same crew down to the PA for 17 years.
Wow,
that's the magic that he's bottled.
Yep.
So he can go out and say, I want to make a movie tomorrow, and everybody's still on the same page, no matter how many other books they've read or been a part of. They're still on that page with him.
Wow.
That's where I don't really have that much of a problem, because even when I fold other people in, it's still other people know how I work and know what I need, and they respect that. and they say, no, this is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? And I trust a few people with that. As long as I got my core, I know that I can turn out any movie, any idea that I want, and I don't never hold back when I say this is what we're gonna do. And they say, man, it's crazy. And I say, y'all know we can do it. And they say, you know, I know we can. You know what I'm saying? So that's the people that you need in your corner. So keeping people on the same page is the hardest. The second hardest is finding people with the time to do it.
Yeah. That time management, man. You got people working, people doing
finding
this.
People who's dedicated with the time to do it. That's the second hardest thing about making a film. You know what I'm saying? Like finding people who want to do it, that's the easiest shit in the world.
They can.
Yeah, they just gotta have the time.
Now, what about finding when you're casting characters? Like when you do a film, you write a movie or film, you know what you want that character to look like, how you want them to act.
So that's another thing. People misconception of things is misconception in Detroit is if you're doing a movie, then you got a spot for me. It's not true. And you know, I want people to understand that, because what happens is, and this is a double-edged sword, and the caveat to me being me. You have somebody who you really want to work with, and they call. They be like, "What's up, Darren? Put me in. I'm ready." But you just don't have a spot for them. You just don't have a character for them. You just don't have something that fit their description. You just don't have something that allows them, or they have the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So people aren't, I mean, it's three components. It's first of all the availability that you have. Secondly, it's the look. Thirdly, it's the availability. When all those things sync up, then you'll have the role. And then picking you is the fourth. You know what I'm saying? So when all those things sync up, then you have the role. It's just, you know, it's when all the moons align, then you'll have that role. You know, some people make it easier than others. You know what I'm saying? When you take one of those factors out of the equation. Oh, I'm free on my time. Oh, I can give you a certain look in some cases. Oh, and the ability to act. Shit, that's one of the main things. So now we at 5.
Right.
So you gotta hit on all 5 of those things in order to get a role. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't hit on all 5 of those things, but you know what trumps all that?
What?
Being a star.
Man.
Because then we accommodate you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be accommodating to a film for so long in your career. But then after you make it to a certain thing, a film has to be accommodating to you. And that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Q.
It's crazy that you say this, because as far as, you know, fitting the role or fitting the look, because I audition for the movies that I audition for, I get way more I want to say denial or turn downs than I do roles. And you know, I audition for a few of your movies, and I come in and I leave out and I'll be like, man, what am I doing wrong? My little big bro, Ken Williams, man, legend. He had to tell me.
He was in there with us on your last audition.
Yeah, and the thing over this is like, I was so mad at myself, but he said a person come in and kill the audition.
Yeah.
But you have to have the look in that scene with that person. Yeah. It may not be 2 light-skinned people in that scene. It might not be the tall and the short and thing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, like you just said, have all those characteristics to that they're looking for to put in that scene. And I had to understand that, because I was so hard on myself leaving auditions, because I want to work with Darren Brown. Coming in, I was nervous. I was like, hey, you know, I ain't no nervous guy. I talk to Jay-Z and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But I was like this. And it showed. It was like, man, just calm down, Q. But I was anxious.
Yeah.
But when he put that to me, I say, you know what?
And that's the thing, man. It's just one of those things, like, you are who you are, and you have to appreciate what the world gives you at that point in this game. You can't be upset about what the world is not giving you. You really got to capitalize on all the things that the world is giving you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been times where, I was at a space where it's been times where people be like, no, we don't want to work with you. And a lot of it was not that you didn't work with me. A lot of it was you couldn't afford to work with me, or you heard something about me that didn't make you want to work with me, or you didn't want to show me that you didn't know as much as you told me you knew. It was just so many factors that just wasn't on me. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come to terms that, yo, man, the jobs that I get is the jobs that's for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And nothing that didn't come my way was not for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes no's is the best thing that you can.
That is
Man,
so true.
yes.
It sets you up for 3 other yeses. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you go into a situation and you know what I'm saying, you feel like, yo, all you can do is go. Basically, you just drive in place and you just be like, yo, I'm here. I'm ready for you. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Right. And you just doing that so much, man. You know, at some particular point in time, you just throwing irons in the fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whatever one hit, that's the one that you pull out. You know what I'm saying? You're just throwing irons in the fire. And you have to keep that working mentality. Like, the work ain't even being in a movie. The work is doing the auditions.
That's what it seemed like the work is doing.
Yeah, that's the work. Yeah. That's really the work.
Yeah.
Because once you hire, you hire.
Yeah, I take my hat off to actors. I'm not an actress, but I take my hat off to them because auditions, they just seem, even when you watch some shows and they doing auditions, and I'm like, oh, I cringe because, you know, you want them to get the part.
Yeah, but it's only so much, and it's only so much work here in Detroit.
Yeah.
It's only so much work here in Detroit. And people have to understand that. And then, like I said, it's personal relationships. I mean, come on, everybody got go-tos, everybody got clicks. Like, let's not act like this is not.
Yeah, it exists.
This is not what it is.
It's
you know
politics.
what I'm saying?
It's
And people are always like, oh, don't nobody want to work with me, this, that, and the other. Well, it's up to you to make a person want to work with you, make a person interested. It's so many actors and actresses that I see killing it.
I know what you're about to say.
I see killing it. This is one young lady. This great. She does these monologues. Fucking amazing, man. I just haven't had anything for her, and then when I do, she's like, "Yo, I'm working. I'm a working actress." Right. So it's not personal to me if I call and be like, "Hey, can you do this?" Because I work. Right. I work like you. So when a person says, "Oh, I'm not able to do it," it ain't no. Oh man, you know, it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna keep calling you." Because I'm a fan of the Detroit scene, and that's part of the reason why I do the Detroit Filmmaker Awards, because I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I want to see people make it. I want to see people earn the confidence and growth in order to feel like, yo, I can hold next to anybody that somebody bring in Detroit, or whether I travel and act next to them, I can do this. So, you know, that's what we need. And right now it's just such a huge boom of films that's coming out of here. Yes, it is like I remember I was one of the ones where, if we got 2 films in a year, that was a good year for us doing films. If we got 2, that was shit. If we got 1, that was a good year.
COVID helped that too. As far as being watched, I would say, because people had to sit down.
Definitely stream. Yes, definitely stream. It definitely turned things around. But before, like, being a filmmaker just wasn't a cool shit. Yeah. It wasn't cool shit. It was like, oh yeah, that's cool. It was cool to the people who wanted to be in films. Right. That was it. Right. Now it's like, man, when we was doing films once every year, now man, you can't even find certain people to be on the film because they working. Yeah. Shit, it's probably like 9 to 10 films that's done this year. Here. And we talking about a small circle of individuals. We talking about really the pillars of the film community is probably that's strong. It's probably like 5 people.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, 5, 6 people, I would say. Wow. Yeah. That's strong. I mean, talking consistently.
Right,
I mean, not to discredit the people who's doing it or starting out, but like the people who's consistently doing it, it's about 5 of us.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I see, you you hear films and you see auditions all the time, so I'm thinking like it's just nonstop.
And some people don't do good at auditions. Some people don't do good at auditions. They can do good. They're great actors and great, but auditions, sometimes they stumble. Or cold reads. Sometimes they stumble on cold reads. But I just think, man, it's just the confidence that you bring, and just just go in there and just relax. Just relax and just do what you do.
I would say look at the Don Cheadle Kevin Hart interview. And Don Cheadle explains it perfectly.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
When you go into it, and at one particular point in time, it was about winning a room. It was about being in there, being charismatic, talking to the people, being confident, this, that, and the other.
Making that
Nowadays, he was like, I don't even know how to get a fucking role because he don't need to do that anymore.
Right.
So he's far removed from it.
Yeah.
But how do you get a role now? Because there's so many other factors than winning the role. How many Instagram followers you got? You know what I'm saying?
Is that important?
That was my next
That's
question.
very important to a lot of people. Me. It's I think to a degree it's not my most important thing. My most important thing is acting has always been.
Right.
Because I believe I am a brand as well. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't, and then plus the places that I put my film really doesn't matter a whole lot when it comes to star power.
Okay.
But I do love working with star power, and I do love working with good star power. You know what I'm saying? Like my more recent film, Hoops, Glenn Plummer, Sierra Nix, Damaris Harvey. Those are all individuals that's been doing it a long time. That's great. That can act their ass off. You know what I'm saying? With Hoops being more one of the most notable ones, and Glenn Plummer just being like an OG in the game.
Yeah.
People just knowing him as an actor. And it was a very dope experience because you had a cast full of fucking actors that was heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Hoops coming into the bunch and being there and just being as sweet and humble as she was, like just there soaking it all up and then just taking hers up a notch too. So it was just kind of like, yo, they love. I mean, honestly, I'm done with the project. They love it. They're so excited about it, and that's what I like when I make a film.
Right.
And that's the thing. So at the end of the day, shit, Glenn Plummer, he ain't got a whole bunch of but he ain't got a whole bunch of Instagram followers. Like,
right.
Bobby
That's
Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
That's Pernell.
Hoops, exactly. Hoops got a ton of followers. And that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Sierra, she got a great amount of followers, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't about the followers, it's about the people enjoying the movie.
Right.
Because ain't nobody going nobody's Instagram. Like, just getting the word out is fine. But if you got a good marketing strategy and stuff, you can circumvent all that in a way. You know what I'm saying? And just put it out there. Because once a person watching this good movie, they want to brag on it like it's theirs. They've discovered this great movie that she should watch, that Q should watch, that Book should watch. You know what I'm saying? So word of mouth is better than any type of marketing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me going into it, I just want amazing actors. I'll leave it up to my distributor. I'll leave it up to me. I'll leave it up to a lot of other entities in order to get the word out there on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't nothing but a little bit of money in order to get it. Billboard, in order to get this, in order to get that. But shit, when you get all that and you have a cast of people who can't act, then you're doing yourself more harm than you is good. You know
what about if it's somebody that has potential? They could be a great actor or actress, but they need a coach. Would you suggest that? Do you offer that?
No. I don't teach nobody how to act.
Okay.
That's not my forte.
Okay.
Mula Films, Melissa Talbert.
Alumni.
They teach people how to act.
Okay.
That's what they do. I tell them all the time, y'all do that. I don't do that.
You don't do that.
That's not my lane.
Okay.
When you come to set ready to work. And there's been times where I call people a day before. Here's the script, get on it.
Now, do you look at their body of work? Like, say if somebody, they've been in a few films or they've been in plays, do you look at their body of work? Or if somebody just fresh, like, I want to get this role or try. I've been wanting to get into acting.
I don't, do I look at people's body of work?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with everybody who act in Detroit.
Okay.
So I already know your body of work.
Yes, you already know.
I already know it. And that's one of the reasons why I either called or why I'm either a fan or why I even considered it. You know what I'm saying? If you come on board, well, with me, you're not going to come on board and not have anything going on. Okay. But I can say that not to be true sometime because I do trust my staff to hire individuals. And yeah, of course, I have to work with some individuals because availability or whatever the case may be. I'm one of those directors that know how to shoot around and know how to edit real well. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I see people's body of work, but the body of work is always followed up by a phone call.
Okay.
How does this person to work with? What is this person doing? And people don't realize everybody calls everybody.
Really?
Yes.
What?
So it's a small knit community. You know,
y'all don't understand. Everybody calls everybody.
Really?
The people that you think don't talk to each other the most.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody calls everybody.
To ask about, you know.
Everybody calls everybody. If you think they don't, you're a fool.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. I know you spoke on the guy who you went to school with and he wrote a screenplay, but who inspired you? Like that you saw that was already out, or maybe it's someone that wasn't, but who inspired you to do what you do?
Oh man, famous. Of course, I'm just a huge Spike Lee fan.
Me too. I love Spike.
Yeah,
Spike Lee, but Spike Lee has made one of my favorite movies and one of the worst movies I ever saw. So
He on both.
that explains. He the director of both. which is you know, it's funny because I say that all the time. A lot of the people that was here was Harry Davis, Donnie Armstrong, even looking up, giving a shout out to Mark Casey. You know, those were like people who was like doing it at one particular, and I would go to their sets, and it would be like, yo, this is crazy. Like when I was young, man, I used to chase sets.
Wow.
You doing a movie? Oh, I'm in my car coming to see.
Right.
Because I want to know. I just want to be a part of it. I just want to be the experience. I just want the energy. Like that was my drug when I was a kid.
Right.
Going to see people making movies. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just so amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To see people act, to see, you know what I'm saying, the lights, to see the big trucks, to see people just knowing what they knew how to do. So, you know, those were all my people that I looked up to was all hometown heroes.
Wow.
Like, you know, I admired people work, but the people that I can touch, talk to, learn from, those were my people that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, from them seeing me grow to now, you know, those are the people that always still reach out and be like, D, what's up? Like, you know, when I started, it was like, oh, you the one, you know, now I'm a voice. Now I'm telling a couple of OGs things.
Right.
And getting they, you know, one of the ones I've been getting their head right.
Right.
Like, yo, bro, I understand, but you know what I'm saying? You got to, and you know, sometimes I do act as the middleman to, you know, new filmmakers and older filmmakers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just always out here doing something, hiring people. Like even my team now that I work with more often, Rodezon, Nate, a couple of young guys like Rodney, they get it. And it's like, yo, I'm not holding the camera no more. These young guys out here getting it, and they're amazing. They're light years from when I was that age. They're light years. So it's like I work with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love working with them, and you know it's just always a great experience. So,
man, that's good, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Well, I want to get into the production of a film. Like when you do a movie, do you have a certain time? Like it's going to be a 2-hour movie, an hour and a half movie. What do you cut out? What does it take to do a movie? Like you're saying, different sets. You got to get permits from the city, certain places you can film. I want to know the ins and outs of that.
You want me to teach classes.
That's right.
Look, y'all gonna get everybody on Facebook. Y'all gonna get a class today because she got me when I ain't talking.
Educate us on that.
So what you want to do is, and what people don't understand is, it's about making something appealing.
Okay.
Like I said, Detroit a long time we never seen success from film. So people weren't interested in investing any money in film. So when you did stuff, you just did stuff on favors. That's all it was. Now you can do stuff a little bit more with intent. You know what I mean? So first things first is having a script. Having a decent script. You ain't gotta have a decent script sometimes. Having a script. The script is your blueprint. Okay. The script is what everybody is going to refer back to, ask questions about. No. Now, the thing is, investors don't care about scripts like that. They ain't even going to probably read a script. People with money, think about money differently. It's an investment. If I give you $20,000, just tell me how I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
Right.
Because if I can just give you $20,000, ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to have a plan
Right.
to get it back. If you don't get it back, okay, that's cool. But have a plan that satisfies me. You know what I'm saying? So we go ahead, we do that. How do we get the money? We create pitch decks, which is how we're going to get the money back, what we plan on doing, the timeline of which we're doing it, how many days we're going to shoot, and all these other extra things that's questions needs to be asked that you got to answer. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in an investor's shoes. If you give somebody $10,000, what's the answers that you need in order to give them $10,000?
What you spending this $10,000 on?
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
And how it's gonna help me get it?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I need to know.
Not necessarily what you spending it on. Like I said, the most important thing is how I'm gonna get it back.
Right.
Absolutely.
You can tell me you spending it on C47s, which is nothing but clothespins that they name in the industry. You know what I'm saying? The old jails or whatever the case may be. All this shit is Greek to me.
Right.
I just want to know how I'm gonna get my money back. I trust that you're going to make a film, and I trust that you're going to. So a lot of the times, I mean, when I approach an investor, it's like, yo, you can get your money back because I got a distributor. That's all people want to know. Oh, you got a distributor, so it's gonna get out and it's gonna get some money.
Right.
I'm sold. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's number one. Getting once you get your team together, then you got to go ahead and do your auditions. Then you got to go ahead and do your locations. Then you got to go ahead and do your rehearsals. Then you got to go ahead and get your camera crew, get your sound, get your lighting.
Wow.
I mean, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the hard thing about it is knowing, being in the industry and knowing. It's easy for some people like us who's been in it because we just call people and people are like, yeah, I'm available or whatever the case may be. For people who's new, what I would suggest is you honestly go out there and you have built relationships.
I think that is so important.
Let people know what you're doing, and don't be a selfish filmmaker. Don't be the filmmaker that feels as if, you know, I'm only doing it to get this film done, because if you want to be a filmmaker, then you have to have longevity, and you're going to do another film and another film. But another thing is, don't sell people on shit like, oh man, I'm doing another film. No, let's
get this one right. Let's handle this one.
Let's do this one. Because the thing is, you're gonna a film set, man, it's gonna cause so much frustration. Like, you know how many times I shot a film and been like, quit this motherfucker right now. Can't stand this shit. Every film I do, I sit in the corner at one time and be like, I hate this shit.
What?
It's shit. Why did I even want to do this? This is dumb. But at the end of the day, when it's all done and you see it, because you gon' regardless, the sun gonna come up and it's gonna go down, and you gonna still have to get through it.
Yeah.
It ain't the end of the world. If ain't nobody died, you can finish it.
Right. You can
You just got to be able to negotiate, talk, care, and having that care gets people to understanding that it's not about the film, it's about getting the film done. And if you come on set and you see somebody actually is attentive to you being comfort, one of the things that I say to directors, new directors and everything, create safe spaces for your artists. These are still artists. These are still people who has to jump in and out of emotion. These are still people who still have families at home that they're away from. Create that safe space for them. One of the things is, we were doing a movie, and the guy had to cry in the middle of the scene. We can't run through that scene, have that guy cry, and think we're going to do it over.
Right.
That guy eyes red. That guy's in an emotional state.
Yeah.
It's not the same delivery. We have to do the first part of the scene as many times as we can without him. Then he turn on the waterworks on all the because he's going to be in that space. And once he's in that space, in that dark space or whatever it is to make him cry, he has to remove, he has to remove themselves from the set, get it back together, and come back.
Wow.
When it's angry scenes, when it's these are emotions. These are emotions that us as directors implanted implanted in this person. These are artificial emotions that if you do it enough times, they become real.
Wow. Yeah.
So you have to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What makes these emotions work? What makes this anger work? If you constantly yelling and you're constantly fighting and you're constantly in this rage as an actor, and even even in most cases, what's even harder as a method actor, you're gonna be in that space for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I work with actors that after the scene, they may have a light cry, and by the end of it, they're boo-hooing. And the back snotting and everything.
Right.
And it's like, y'all got to leave them alone and let them get back to the space that they were at before. But creating safe spaces for actors and actresses is the most important thing that you can do for a film.
Listen, I got a kind of like a 2-part question, real quick, and we got about 2-3 minutes left.
Wait, see, the hour go by so quickly.
We have now, man, that's just.
Oh, you better hurry up, Q.
Listen,
because then I got
this has been brought to you by Color Bars.
I tell you what, let me say, we're gonna do at the end of our show. We always ask a question. Give me your Mount Rushmore of filmmakers. I want to put everything in the body. Let's just say, I don't know, directors or filmmakers, producers. Give me your Mount Rushmore who you put up there, include yourself. So that means what? That's 4. You got 3 more?
Do I got 3 more? Well, if it's my Mount Rushmore, I can have as many as I want, right?
Right.
Nah. You see?
I was about to say you asked him the wrong question. He was about to be like, Darren Brown.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, you know, you have to. A friend once told me, you got to be humble but still tell the truth.
Right.
So, of course, I would never leave myself out. But my Mount Rushmore of individuals is individuals that's here.
Okay.
And, you know, people get a lot of flack, but I think the people who stayed in the game, who constantly does this, that's made a living, that I know, that comes first to mind, which is the Moolah Films.
Shout out to Thomas.
Which is Rocky and Janaea Black. And I know naming these people, if I forget somebody, charge it to my mind and not my heart. But I feel like things need to be said, and we need to give each other our roses. I could have said Spike Lee, Darren Aronofsky, or anybody else, Martin Scorsese, but no. Those are not the people that I look at, admire, and hope to win.
Right.
They're going to win automatically.
Right.
They don't need my validation. And the people that I'm naming don't need my validation either, but I feel like they should be named.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Rocky and Janaea Blacks, Moolah, you have, you can name, I mean, you can name them here. You know what I'm saying? Legend is starting off
that's
great. Melissa Talbert.
Oh, that's my sis.
Rebecca Shelby.
Yes.
Newcomers that's been in the game, man. People on the music video side. You know what I'm saying? You have the young cats, and they slip my mind. I know Diego. I know Jerry HD. Man. It's a whole bunch. Who am I forgetting? Kamal Smith. You know, I mean, my Mount Rushmore is a full picture of everybody who's been a part of this shit. Donnie Armstrong, Mark Casey.
I just shout out Des Walker. Des Walker who did Envy
back in the day.
Man, that's
shit,
family.
Rook, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these are my Mount Rushmore individuals. People that when I see and I talk to and I speak to them, we talk in the same language. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Cute, man. It's so many other people that I just know slip my mind. You have oh man. And I know people gonna be like,
charge to the mind, not the heart.
Yo, yeah. I made a post recently with like everybody on it.
Yeah.
And man, dog, it's so many individuals, man, and I'm remiss in not naming quite a few others.
Yeah.
But
Y'all like, doing it, man. Y'all doing it out here.
All those people, man. Y'all need, you know what I'm saying? One of the things that I'm an advocate for is creating a voice for Detroit filmmaking, man. Because if you guys notice, like, we don't get print work. We don't get print ads. We don't get magazines. We don't get, because, you know, they don't see the value right now, and they don't see, you know, like, it's just not glorified because they feel like, oh, the type of films we made, but understand that these are our stories,
right?
And eventually we'll come and we'll make the stories that satisfies majority or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But these are the hard stories that Hollywood ain't gonna tell.
Right. That's right.
Hollywood ain't gonna tell them.
No.
So
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave y'all to say, hey, check out The Users, spelled THEYOUSERS on that right there is on Tubi and Prime. Come to the premiere of Winners. Not Winners. Come to the premiere of Dimes.
And when is that movie?
That's October the 29th. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite right now. I would suggest you go and get yours immediately.
Yeah.
It's going to be a awesome night, a great movie. Check it out. Dead Wrong is on YouTube right now. Project 313 is in the vault right now. We have Winners that will go to new distribution. And I like to give a shout out. To Homestead Entertainment, who is now my new distributor.
Distributor.
You know, Homestead Entertainment is a partnership between a few individuals, one of them being Dennis Reed here from Detroit.
Nice.
What they do is they focus on black narratives.
Good.
They market black narratives, they embrace black narratives, and they embrace the diversity of black narratives. So definitely support. One of the movies that they're doing now is He Played Me, which is the #1 movie in the country. So
that's going.
Everybody, please. I mean, like I said, I'm the type of guy, I'm an advocate for Detroit filmmaking in general, and we have a lot going on right now. Oh yeah, Will Bad Girls, go and check out his film. Whenever I use these platforms, and I hope y'all see this, whenever I use these platforms, because I hope y'all do the same thing. Y'all become an advocate for all films. We know you did your film, but what about all the other films that's going to help push all the other films that we make?
Absolutely.
So everybody, I'm leaving this on Facebook for you guys to do the same thing. Put all those trailers that's coming up on your film. I'm gonna do the same. You got Mina coming out with 3 Keys.
3 Keys. That's
pretty
my
soon.
Man. That's my man Diesel. Diesel.
You have young lady. She's coming out with Tina and Lori. Lexa. She's coming out with Tina and Lori.
Absolutely.
Those are all other premieres that's happening right now, and I just don't feel like y'all guys ain't nobody just got enough money to see one movie. Go and see all the movies. Support it. You can't say that, oh yeah, I'm support. You support everybody. Don't just pick and choose who you support. You can. That's your business. It's your money. But I would suggest go and see everything. See the growth. Be a part of it. Because this is new Hollywood that we're making here.
Man,
and, you know what I'm saying?
New.
Like,
come on, man.
Yeah. And I'm using my platform to do everything that I can to make sure that the industry as a whole is seen, and not just a Darren Brown film, but everybody. Because, like I said, I'm gonna have money to bring up artists, to help existing artists, and everything. Just support, and it's all support and love. So y'all gonna check all that out.
There it is, man. And listen, we wrapping it up, man. Shout out to my brother Darren Brown, man.
Yes, and thank you so much for coming out this evening.
Man,
no doubt.
He dropped so many jewels tonight, man. So many jewels, man. And this is the dinner table with Q and She. Shout out to Boog over here, man. That's my man doing the engineering, you dig? And listen, today was a very informative session that we had, man. Darren Brown, make sure you check out this movie. Make sure October 29th, which is on a Friday, get your tickets for the premiere. I'm there. I got my tickets already. Don't be left out, because you will be left out if you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't. Come on now.
Dimes the movie, man. Let me tell you something. It's going down.
Look, every filmmaker, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be blessed with having them grace the presence of Dimes. I mean, we got a lot of heavy hitters in it. You see, we have trailer dropping, and you see as far as it's about 3 young ladies who pretty much going to rob guys, but they just terrible at it. So it's funny. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of action. So come check it out.
Make sure y'all check it out. We got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining the dinner table. Thank you, Darren, for coming out.
Oh, yeah. Have me back, y'all. I'm here.
We're going to have you back.
We got to have you back.
For sure.
You guys have a great night. It is the dinner table with Q and She. Peace.
There it is. Peace out.